Let's imagine a day without water. Think of all the things that you couldn't do without it. Cooking's definitely going to be a challenge, and good luck brushing your teeth in the morning. Let's hope you didn't need to wash any clothes or do any cleaning, because you're not doing any of those things without water. In fact, let's just look at breakfast. No water? No problem. You could just grab an apple, right? Or maybe a banana. But did you know it takes about 33 gallons of water to grow an apple? Still not impressed? Well, let's look at the 1,800 gallons of water that were used to produce your favorite pair of blue jeans, or the 53 gallons to make a latte. Everything we make consumes water somewhere in the production process. So, who makes that water, and what happens after it gets used? Hi, we're Charleston Water System, your local water and wastewater utility. Let us tell you a little bit about ourselves. As you may have guessed, we provide safe drinking water to the greater Charleston area, and in doing so, we protect the public health. In addition to providing safe drinking water, our water is also used for fire protection. The same water that comes out of your tap is the same water that's coming out of the fire hydrants and sprinklers. We also collect and treat wastewater, which protects the environment. By providing these services, we're able to support our local economy. Restaurants are the perfect example. We provide the water they use to cook your favorite meal, the water to clean the dishes in the facilities, and we take care of the used water, allowing them to focus on the perfect dish. We provide these services for over 121,000 retail business accounts in the greater Charleston area, which comes up to about 64 million gallons of water per day. Not only do we provide these services, but we maintain the infrastructure. Infrastructure is what connects our treatment plants to the businesses across the Lowcountry, providing them the access they need to stay open. It consists of miles and miles of underground pipes, 1,800 miles of water mains to be exact, that we've maintained for over a century, and that's not hyperbole. Charleston Water System has been providing water services since 1917, when it was created by the City Council to manage the local drinking supply. Though back then, we were known as the Commissioners of Public Works. We've come a long way since our one building on George Street, and now we operate out of 5 different locations. First is our water treatment plant in Hanahan. It treats all the water that gets distributed to the greater Charleston area. Second is our wastewater treatment plant off James Island. It treats all wastewater before introducing it back into the environment. Third is our operations center. It's located at the old Navy base in North Charleston. Our water distribution, wastewater collection, and meter services all call the base home. Our North Area office off Rivers Avenue is responsible for day-to-day customer needs. Our office in downtown Charleston hosts the rest of our administrative staff. This includes customer service, accounting, finance and billing, IT, human resources, engineering and construction, and much more. So what makes our job so important? Well, I'm going to let the professionals tell you. Please enjoy these next 2 videos on our water and wastewater treatment processes.
The sun rises yet another day over Charleston, South Carolina. And Charleston Water System's Hanahan plant has been producing millions of gallons of safe, clean drinking water throughout the night. Roughly 400,000 people will get up in the morning, and every single person will need water. Most of us will take a drink without even giving a thought to where it came from, how it was treated, and how it got to us. The majority of the water comes from the fresh water of the Bushy Park Reservoir, which is about 10 miles north of downtown Charleston. This reservoir provides 90% of Charleston's water year-round. The remaining water comes from a location amazingly 22 miles away in Gibbons Ferry State Park on the Edisto River. This intake dates back to the 1920s, when a man-made underground tunnel was hand-dug from this freshwater source all the way to Hanahan. Gravity carries the untreated water from both sources to the Charleston Water System Hanahan Water Treatment Plant. This water arrives with many impurities, sediments, and bacteria that must be removed to make it safe to drink. The first step in the treatment process is the rapid mix basin. Alum is added to the water, and giant mixing paddles violently mix the solution. The purpose of the alum is to attract small suspended particles and cause them to clump together into larger, heavier particles that will eventually sink or be filtered out. After this process, the water flows into flocculation basins. Here, the motion of the water is reduced and sufficient time passes, allowing the particles to clump together. Next, the water flows into sedimentation basins, where flow is reduced even further, allowing these large particles to sink to the bottom for removal. In some basins, large angled plates provide ample surface for the particles to settle on, and as they accumulate on the plates, the material slides to the bottom and is removed by sweeps. By this point in the process, most impurities have been removed and clear water flows over the weirs in the plates. Filtration is the next step in the process. The filters are large basins that have a permeable floor consisting of sand, gravel, and anthracite. The water flows through by the pull of gravity, and the filter removes any remaining small particles and microorganisms. Periodically, the filters are backwashed to remove the impurities. The final step in the process before distribution to the public is disinfection. A small amount of chlorine and ammonia solution, just enough to kill any bacteria but not be harmful for human consumption, is added to the water. Lime is also added to balance the pH. The fluoride level is also adjusted to promote good dental health. Then the water remains in a holding area called a clear well for a period of time to allow the chlorine solution to completely disinfect the water. During this entire process, the quality of the water is monitored at every step, 24 hours a day, by technicians in the control room. Water samples are taken and tested to ensure consistency. In addition, computer systems monitor the entire process, giving real-time information to technicians. Adjustments to flow, pressure, and other parameters can be made right from this control room. In the Hanahan laboratory, tests are performed daily to ensure the plant produces the highest quality water possible. Now that the treatment process is complete, the distribution of the water is carried out. The water leaves the plant under pressure generated by electrically powered pumps. A constant pressure of around 80 to 90 psi is maintained by these initial pumps and pump stations in various places throughout the system. There are more than 1,700 miles of distribution pipes in Charleston Water's system. Water is pumped through these pipes into holding tanks in various parts of the system to act as a buffer during times of high flow, such as in the morning when people are preparing for work and school. Charleston Water distributes water for home use, restaurant and business use, and irrigation. Even the water in the fountains and parks comes from the Charleston Water System. We also rely on Charleston Water System for the supplying of water to more than 8,800 fire hydrants throughout the greater Charleston area. It is difficult to imagine everyday life without readily available water. But Charleston Water System's treatment facility, infrastructure, and staff working behind the scenes 24/7 is ensuring that every day you get up and throughout your day, each time you turn on a faucet, you will find a clean, reliable supply of water. From up here, the bird's eye view, Charleston's natural beauty is stunning. But what about down there, beneath the streets? Beneath it all is an amazing system that keeps what we see up here from becoming polluted by wastewater from thousands of homes and businesses. It's the complex inner workings of the wastewater collection system, a network of pipes, pumps, and tunnels that carries what goes down your drain to the wastewater treatment plant. The journey starts here. Wastewater travels through your plumbing system until it reaches Charleston Water System's sewer line. Then it flows through the sewer line by gravity to the nearest pump station. Charleston Water System has over 700 miles of sewer lines and 185 pump stations. These stations collect wastewater in neighborhoods and pump it towards the treatment plant. To reach the plant, wastewater flows into vertical shafts throughout the city that drop into a deep tunnel. This tunnel system carries wastewater under the Charleston Harbor and Wapu Cut to the treatment plant. Charleston Water System maintains this wastewater collection system by inspecting and repairing pipes, pump stations, and tunnel shafts. Manholes provide access for removing grease and debris, and for inspecting sewer lines using robotic video cameras, smoke testing, and dye testing. These inspections help identify problems such as free roots, grease clogs, and cracked pipes. Finding and repairing these problems helps keep stormwater and groundwater from flooding the system during heavy rain, and helps control treatment costs. The collection system delivers the wastewater here, to the Plum Island Wastewater Treatment Plant on the Charleston Harbor. Built in 1971, this plant treats an average of 20 million gallons of wastewater each day, and is monitored 24/7 by operators. First, the wastewater enters a caisson, a 13-story deep collection shaft. Large pumps send the wastewater up to the start of the treatment process, the headworks. Here, rags and debris are removed using a screening process. Then the wastewater flows into basins where grit and sand sink to the bottom and are removed. The next stop is the primary clarifiers, where smaller solids settle to the bottom and fats and oils rise to the top. Both are removed. At this point in the process, primary treatment is complete. Now the wastewater is ready for a secondary treatment, a biological process that takes place in aeration basins. These basins provide an environment for microorganisms to thrive and consume organic materials in the wastewater. Diffusers on the basin floor inject air to provide oxygen for the microorganisms and help mix the wastewater. The millions of microorganisms that perform this natural treatment are called biomass. Operators and laboratory staff monitor this step carefully to make sure the right conditions are maintained for the biomass to do its job. Next, the wastewater enters secondary clarifiers, where the biomass settles to the bottom and is removed into a settling tank. Some will be put back into the aeration basins to continue treating the wastewater. The rest goes through a process to remove excess water, and the resulting biosolids are hauled to a facility that uses this material to generate electricity. The other solids, the grit and debris removed at the beginning of the treatment process, are also dewatered, then hauled to a landfill. Now that the biomass and pollutants have been removed, the water flows into final clarifiers, where any remaining small particles settle out. Finally, the water is disinfected with a chlorine solution, and the water, now clean, is ready to be released into the Charleston Harbor. Let's take a final look at what it's like from up above. Beautiful, isn't it? The next time you admire this view from above, just remember, so much is happening down below.
And now I'm going to turn it over to Donna Folk, and she's going to talk more about what it means to be an employee at Charleston Water System.
Hello, my name is Donna Folk. I'm the Human Resources Recruiter here at Charleston Water System. My job is to help our departments fill positions that need to be filled and also help applicants come on board here with Charleston Water. We have to keep water flowing 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. That means that our operators at our wastewater and our water treatment plants are always working, meaning we have 12-hour rotating shifts at those locations, so we always have someone on duty. All areas of our treatment process are monitored. So, why work for Charleston Water System? Well, we make a difference in thousands of people's lives every day, and we want to make sure that we always are doing our best. The 430 employees of Charleston Water System run all aspects of the company, from treating the water and wastewater to repairing vehicles. We check and repair water meters and even process our own payroll each week. We literally have jobs from A all the way to Z. We are a full functioning company working on all aspects of a business. There really is something for everyone at Charleston Water System. You could work in our apprenticeship program for water, wastewater, or maintenance. We have engineers and construction departments. We have IT, accounting, customer service. We have heavy equipment operators, vehicle mechanics. All areas of the 16 career clusters, we can find some sort of position that matches up to them. So you really can come to Charleston Water System and be anything. These next few slides go over our apprenticeship program. Our apprenticeship program is approved by the Department of Labor, and it's in various sections such as wastewater and water treatment, water distribution, wastewater collection, and plant maintenance. What our apprenticeship program is you can come in at an entry-level starting pay position straight out of high school with little to no experience and build and develop yourself into a next level operator, next level, and as you continue through with the on-the-job training and the classes, you continue to get pay bumps as you move forward. So you can start off entry level making $14, $15 an hour, and by the time you're done with the apprenticeship program and be a journeyman operator, you could be making over $32 an hour. Of course, this is just an example, not a guarantee, but it does show you the full progression through our apprenticeship program. Let's take a look at some of the benefits of working at Charleston Water System. We're part of the South Carolina retirement system, which means once you've worked with us for a certain amount of years, you'd be able to retire and still draw a monthly check. We offer great benefits and competitive pay. You really have a feeling of job security at Charleston Water System. We have associates that have worked with us for years, over 30, 40. We even have a few that have been with us over 50 years. You're really part of the family. Not many companies in the area can say that they have people that have wanted to work with them for over 50 years. We also do lots of career building and professional development for our associates because we really strive to help our associates grow and develop throughout the company. We offer tuition reimbursement. So once you've been with us for a year, you can go to college for a degree program that, as long as it matches a job within Charleston Water, so it doesn't have to be within your direct career path, we would pay for and reimburse you for those tuition costs. So you could come in as a customer service rep and go and get your accounting degree and hopefully move over to accounting. We also do a lot of associate recognition and we welcome innovative ideas to help us grow and learn as a company. You're not just another person or another number. When you work at Charleston Water System, you're part of our family. Charleston Water System has been voted South Carolina Best Place to Work for over 11 years straight. And one exciting thing going on right now is we do have a lot of associates beginning to retire, and so we have all kinds of new openings available. We may even have an opening in something that you would be interested in. So I would like for each of you all to take a few moments and think about what your skills are, what you could do, and where you would fit in at Charleston Water System. What would your role be with us? I look forward to hopefully receiving an application from you all one day. If you have any questions about our recruitment process or anything involving any positions that we may have, you can always give me a call. My number is 843-727-6997. And again, my name is Donna Folk, a Human Resources Recruiter. Thank you so much for your time today and watching our presentation. And I hope that one day you will too be part of the Charleston Water System family. Thank you.